Quick update. We have new pistons. I did a quick hone on the cylinders. I didn't do the best job, but it's got roughly a 45-degree crosshatch. Not perfect, but it's not bad. Supposedly 9-to-1 compression pistons. They're still cast. King bearings, main bearings, rod bearings, all torque to spec. Rings were cut. And if you don't have one, these bad boys are pretty awesome. You can still see all the ring stuff. So, anyways, today we're going to be working on getting the cylinder heads on, clean up, work on the oil pump, rear main seal housing, I guess that's what it's called, and putting the oil pan back on. So let's get to it. Sticking with the kind of budget-minded theme here. I'm trying not to spend a whole boatload of money on this, but I'm also trying not to break the bank, but I'm also trying not to do too cheap, you know, not a bunch of bull crap. So these are just factory replacement head gaskets, nothing fancy. Yeah, and we get a phone call. Every time you put gloves on, you get a phone call. Hey, babe. What's up?
You know I love you, right?
I do. I love you too, baby. What's up?
Why do you keep leaving me with the empty truck and car?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Sorry. I left her with no gas. Or, sorry, diesel. She took my car and filled it up, and then I went and picked up the Volvo and left her at the truck, and I forgot that it was low on diesel. So, sorry, babe. Love you.
Yeah. I don't think you do. You want me to freeze to death?
No, I do not even. You're on film, just so you know. So no being naughty. No being naughty. I don't want to make this rated R.
Well, you want me to freeze to death?
If you want, just meet out here at the shop, and then I'll go fill it up with diesel.
Yeah, you gonna. Because I ain't gonna. People going to the car wash. 28 degrees outside.
Yeah, I saw a few people doing that earlier, and I was like, not really sure if that's a good idea right now. So,
No, not very smart.
So you're headed here then?
Well, I'm gonna set my station first.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
And then I'll be there. So make sure you hide your girlfriend.
All right.
All right.
There ain't no one here but me, babe. And our 262 subscribers and possible randoms from YouTube.
Hey. All right. Well.
So those are rookie numbers. We gotta pump those numbers up.
Pump it up.
That's right. So I'll see you in about 45 minutes then.
Maybe like 20, 25 at the most.
Okay, it's 4:15, so 25 minutes, she said, right? At the most. All right, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right, I love you, babe.
Love you too.
All right, see you in a bit. Bye.
Okay.
I love that woman. All right. Let me get started. We have, so the head gasket, like I said, it's just the graphite type head gasket. Get that on there. It's basically just the same as the factory. So let's see, cylinder head, this side. You know what? I'm just gonna sit you down. All right. Maybe we should clean this off first. I'm thinking we should. All right. So we want to make sure all this stuff comes off. So I'm gonna get to working on this and I'll bring it back when it's clean enough. So stay tuned. All right, guys. These heads were just redone not that long ago, so they shouldn't need much of anything, but one thing that gives these things such low compression is how deep this is in here. So what we'll do is we'll take our little brush. We got like a bore brush here, and we'll just want to clean some of these out. I noticed there was some stuff in there. Sorry about the angles there. All right. Now we can let's wipe it down. Try to get as much of this crap off here as we can. All right, so there's a little spot right there I want to get. There we go. All right. She's ready to go back on. Let me set you guys down again. There she is. Look, like butter. All right. Sit right down on the guide pins. New gasket in place. We will now, I know, you can yell at me, I'm reusing the head bolts. This is why though. It wasn't that long ago that I did the cylinder heads on these. One had a leaky valve. I had the heads decked, some valves replaced. I did all new seals. The valves were lapped, everything. So, and it wasn't that long ago. And so we'll find out. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of a budget build, but we're trying to keep it to where we'll find out what these hold. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we have to pull them, new head gaskets, and then throw some ARPs or something in there. But as of right now, I don't want to spend the money. So go fast on the cheap, I guess, right? See what happens. All right, so now after you tighten them all down, now you have to loosen them, and then retorque them. So we're going to do that now. All right, they're all torqued down. Now I can tighten these all down again. I'll have to find the torque on these. I don't think it's very much. It's honestly probably just snug. So, well, we get these tightened down and we'll start getting some. Oh, I forgot this little 10mm guy. Let's see if we can find that. So. That's cylinder head. I'm not going to bore you with the other one because there's so many head bolts that, you know, there's a lot to put on there. But let me go ahead and get this other cylinder head on and I'll be back. So she made it. She made it in the specified time. Although we kind of met in the middle a little bit because it actually took her 35 minutes, but she said she was in the parking lot.
I was for 10 minutes. I was talking to my mom. You can ask her.
So, do y'all believe her? You believe her? Yeah? Yeah? I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, quick update. Cylinder head's on. Torque down. So, not much left and she'll be ready for the car. So I'm gonna keep plugging away and we'll see how far we can get.
Welcome to Newspeed, not sponsored by Red Bull.
So this is day 2 on putting the top. Sorry, he's got a cold.
Just a little bit.
It's got a cold. Day 2 on putting this top end together. Have the oil pump on. If you'll notice, we don't have a pan on yet because we forgot the engine hoist at the house and we can't really get this clean enough right this second to get the rear main seal housing on. But just want to give you a heads up. We went ahead and blocked off the coolant line that we had already kind of blocked off with just a rubber hose. So we got rid of that, just welded up the 2 ports. And then now we're working on the cap housing for the fill cap. What we want to do is, it originally sat like this, where the port was on this side. We're going to flip it and run it like this, so we can have over here, so we can run, because the coolant reservoir sits here, and this just, when it's on this side, it just gets in the way of everything. So we're going to try to run it like this. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. We'll go from there. But yeah. So we're going to continue working on this, and then we're going to move into.
Also, if it looks a lot brighter here, Paul invested in a nice LED one. So
that's really bright.
This is the main focus area. What he spoke about to me, why he got it, which makes a lot of sense. So comment below if this looks a lot crisper as a video. We'd like to know if it really helps, because one's great right now, but if we get more, it'd be a lot better. But we want to know if this is really going to help change the lighting in here.
Yep.
So comment below.
And that right there is no light from the GoPro on. It's all from that guy.
Yeah.
So, and you can see like over here, how it's a little bit dimmer right here. And you could turn around and you could see so much better. And then we got the hood up here on Grandpa Dan just to see the difference. This is with no light, no handheld light, no GoPro light, no nothing. So yeah, and we're going to continue working on this get it knocked out, hopefully get it in the car for you guys. I know a couple of you guys are excited, at least 2. So
What do you do next?
next, we're going to finish this piece up, the cap reservoir housing outlet piece, and then from there, I'd really like to see if we can get this rear main seal on. So if we do that, we can go and get the pan on. Once the pan's on, we'll do the exhaust manifold, and we'll do the exhaust manifold on this side, and we'll probably go ahead and mount the turbo and everything. And
Can't.
why?
Did you get resurfaced yet?
Oh yeah.
And you got to pull that snap bolt out.
Yeah, we did run into that. We ran into an issue. So part of our issue, and we didn't notice it till afterwards, but as you could tell, we put this on the belt sander just to see. She's pretty warped, and if you look at it at the side, so
It's definitely not a flat earth.
and then we also ran into the issue here is one of our turbo studs. One of our turbo studs right here broke, so we're going to get that out. So once that comes off, then we can put this on. Which, I mean, I guess we could still take it off while it's on the engine too, so it's not that big of a deal. But this I don't know if we're just going to run it on the belt sander some more, see what we can get off there, or if we're going to have to take it into a machine shop. So unfortunately, right now we don't have many options for machine shops around here. The one we used to go to, I think, is closed down. But we'll get it figured out for you guys if we don't have to sit there with a, I don't know, maybe pick up a lathe, or not a lathe, mill, a bench top mill. I don't know, maybe we'll try to find one of those. So we'll give you another update here in the next few minutes, and we'll go from there. Cool. All right, YouTube, I think this is where we're going to cut this video. We got quite a bit done. Lower intake manifold is on. Fuel rails, injectors tightened down. We blocked off this old coolant line here. We're still working on the manifold. We got two studs out. This one's still hot, but obviously we're using the double nut procedure, and it's been a little hectic. Obviously on the broken one, we haven't welded anything yet, so. But we're gonna cut this video. Might be a little short, I don't know. We'll see what we got. And we'll get it uploaded for you guys. And we're trying our best to try to knock out 2 or 3 videos a week. That's our goal anyways. We'll get there eventually. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment. We love seeing the comments and, you know, pushing us towards our goals and trying to get stuff out there for you. We have updated our Patreon. So it's patreon.com/newspeed. So check it out, see what you think. Otherwise, if you don't want to be Patreon, it's perfectly fine with us. If you'd still like a shirt or a sticker, you can message us, comment on our videos. We can send you a link, or we could just simply do a PayPal transaction, anything like that. So yeah, he doesn't know, but when I watch the video, I know exactly what he's doing behind me. So, but anyways, for now, that's a wrap for this video. Anything you want to say, Nick? New speed! Hey!